Good morning, Columbia. Thank you for waking up with us. I am Curtis Wilson.
I'm Tyler. It's 5:01.
Wednesday.
Top
of the hill.
Yeah. 7 hours to go.
Halfway through right now.
Right.
As soon as you wake
7
up.
hours. Absolutely.
Alarm goes off, you get up, you get ready, boom.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit that
If you wake
road.
up at noon, I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Well, if you call this hour noon, then good for you.
Some places it is, I guess. Really
This is true.
Yeah. It's a time-honored tradition
Half
on
the
a
battle
Wednesday.
is getting up and getting out.
Well, I'll give you that. My mom calls them get-ups, so she would be maybe on
Wanting
your
to wake
side.
up.
Well, once you're up, you're up. So she'd say, like for Thursday and Friday, on Wednesday you'd have 2 more get-ups.
There you go.
That's how you call that.
That's it.
So
And
there
that
you
5
go.
o'clock whistle, whew, for a lot of folks.
Ooh, I love it.
5 p.m. whistle. 5 a.m. is getting going.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got the crews working that third shift.
Ah, that's true too. That's right.
I mean,
that's
they're
right.
still working.
Yeah.
For sure. So, I guess we need to get through the week.
Almost there though.
Yeah.
And get ready to work out the old noggin today. It's National Puzzle Day. So
Are you
get
a
that
puzzle guy? Do you like crosswords and that kind of stuff?
Not so much crosswords, but puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Used to do crosswords, but no time now. Got to keep moving.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you ever get into, what is it, Sudoku? Is that how you?
Sudoku.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you
the
played?
numbers.
I don't even understand that. A friend of mine he'd buy the books and do them for hours. I'm like, what in the world are you doing?
Yeah. I remember when it came out and it just took off like a wildfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not any good at math.
Yeah. Got to work with those numbers.
I know.
Yeah.
Telling you. Should have listened to my grandmother. Used all the calculators.
Gotcha.
Telling you.
Wordle was released in what year?
I feel like that Wordle. I feel like that's been around a hot minute.
I never got into it, so I couldn't.
I didn't either. I remember it was something. I forgot it was here. So I think it's either 15 or 18 because I can't remember if it was when I was over at Watch Fox. That would have been 15, or here I was in 18. I was here, so it wasn't 20. I know it was 15 or 18.
Okay. Got the QR code for folks to help you out.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna go 15. I don't know what just happened to my head. That was some serious thought.
I'm going to pass you some tissue. So you said 2015?
I'm gonna go with 15.
All
Yeah.
right, that'll work.
All right, that QR code as you mentioned. You can also hit us in the socials. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Tyler.
Curtis Wilson, 5:33, 27 now before the top of the hour. Wednesdays in the city.
That's right. That's right. Of course, you remember the drones?
Yeah.
In New Jersey, people are like, we don't know where they are, and
Right.
we were told nobody knows anything about them.
Mm-hmm.
There was all these theories about, whatever, Iran having like a
Some foreign
mothership.
country coming in spying. Yeah.
Well, there was a press conference yesterday at the White House. Caroline Leavitt, the new press secretary for the president, said, it turns out that we knew exactly who they were the whole time. The FAA had authorized them all. And, we were being told, we don't know. Turns out they knew the entire time.
Doing some research and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Testing, and which is fine.
Yeah.
But I was like, why couldn't you just tell us that? It's not a big
Yeah.
deal.
And then,
But,
of course, that sparked even more people to fly their drones, which then created
Yeah.
the little
you know,
suspense as to what was happening.
Sometimes I'm like, gosh, I mean, listen, I get that some things we don't need to know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to know everything. I want full transparency.
Right.
But I mean, good gracious.
Yeah.
Next, I wonder about UFOs.
The thing is, especially with law enforcement, is to reduce the fear.
Right.
And could have taken care of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, so if you're wondering, there you go. That was the mystery of the drone. So that's over. But
Yeah.
again, still waiting for UFOs. I got my tinfoil hat, buddy. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
While boomers are unretired, check that, unretiring, exhausted Gen Z and millennials, well, they're taking what's called a micro-retirement from their careers.
They're financially unprepared because they take a vacation every 6 months.
But how can the younger ones take a sabbatical or take a break when you got to work to make money?
Right? These guys are going to be single at 40 years old because they're not going to have any money to support somebody.
Oh, well.
I mean, it makes great Instagram reels, but the reality is, kids, you got to work and you got to earn what you have.
Pretty much that's what lots of folks have done. Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah, unless you hit the lottery.
Right?
Or you inherit it. Other than that, you got to get out here and grind.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
That's a lesson that I don't know how to, gosh. Yeah, I saw that slow retirement or whatever Micro retirements. I mean, I would love to take every summer off and go, but
I hear you.
I'd hate to leave you for the whole summer without me, buddy.
Oh, aren't you special?
Well, I'd miss you.
Send a letter.
He's going, get out of here. I'd be all right.
Answer that trivia question we asked you. Wordle was released in what year? Was it 2015, 2018, 2020, or 2021?
21? More than 5.3 billion Wordle games were played in 24. Why did I think 100% of people got it right except me, apparently? Why did I think Wordle was around back in like 15 and 18?
Not sure.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right. Got your birthday.
Curtis is like, I'm not sure because you're an idiot. I don't know.
Well,
This GMC hour number starts right now.
so the wet stuff, is that like precipitation? It could be like snow, possibly?
No.
I mean,
No, we're 70 degrees.
Oh, get out. For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any scientific way that could ever happen. So we've been all over the place.
Are we going to see more freezing?
I mean, there's no way you can tell that.
No. Give me the almanac.
Yeah, I do have my farmer's almanac. Gosh darn it. If we we were.
When does that groundhog come out?
The 2nd, that'll be Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, right around the corner.
Yeah, February 2nd.
See what happens.
So yeah, we're actually going to talk about a groundhog book. Groundhog book. What is wrong with me? English is hard.
Yeah.
We can do that tomorrow, but by golly. Puxatawny Phil, that little rat, you're going to rip him up out of his hole and say, you see your shadow, buddy?
We'll see.
I hope not. I'm ready for summer.
Okay, gotcha.
I know you like the cold, but I like it hot.
Yeah. We're 5 years removed from the COVID pandemic that flipped the U.S. on its head. Yet a new report found students are still struggling to bounce back after the pandemic, especially when it comes to reading.
This comes as no shock to anybody.
No, I think a lot of folks kind of figured there was going to be some gap because of
Yeah.
lag in school.
I mean, the whole thing, there's more than just learning in school. I mean, you've got to have interactions. You've got to have interactions with classmates, but also teachers and things.
Well, also kids have to be held accountable to do e-learning. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
I know, and I understand that parents had to work, and I understand there were some things, but yeah, I think all too often, the e-learning was like a babysitter.
Yeah.
So, well, that's a shame. Hopefully they can catch up, but
They
not
will.
shocked.
I have faith these kids are going to jump into these books and do what they need to do.
Here's hoping.
That's it.
The upside is that they're not Gen Z, so they maybe know how to cook and maybe change a light bulb and maybe not want to retire every 6 months.
We've been having a time with the Gen Zers. Sorry, Charlie.
Kids today,
Yeah.
get off my lawn.
Yeah.
My uncle, I think I told you, he used to say, "Go peddle your papers,"
Yeah.
and because he was a grumpy old man. I guess I'm now my uncle. It's all right. But I was a grumpy old man when I was 8, Curtis.
Well, I can believe that.
When I was in college, I hated college kids.
You were a young kid with an old mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
And
was.
now you're an old mind. Oh, somebody.
It's an old soul, is what it's called,
Yeah,
Curtis.
that's what it is.
An old soul.
Thank you, Austin.
All right. Well, yeah, I have faith like you, Curtis, and these kids bouncing back for
Yeah.
sure.
Where does the U.S. education system rank internationally?
20th.
I don't think we're that low.
How are we not low?
I mean,
You think 13?
it's BC, somewhere in there.
I don't think it's B. All right, I'll go with C. I'll go with C.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean it might be where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the old days of Mr. Hood, my social studies teacher.
No.
He was a great guy. You ever have you must have had a teacher that you even all these years you go, you know what, that was a great teacher.
I've had some really good teachers.
Yeah. I've had a bunch.
Public and then even in college.
Yeah.
Some great teachers out there.
Yeah.
And I thank them for allowing me to do what I do today, because if it wasn't for them, how could I do what I do? You know?
True, that's fair.
So pretty much big ups to all the teachers
That's fair.
who helped shape and mold those young minds.
Even ours when we were young.
Yeah. Well, I'm still young. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Hood. Coming up, one species is battling back from the brink of extinction, but Austin still can't ride in his pouch. Morning, everybody. I'm Tyler.
Curtis Wilson, it's now 6:33. It gives us 27 now before the top of the hour as we jump into the second half of the hour.
Second half of the second hour.
There you go.
See? Who says I'm not good at math? I can at least count to 4. Hey, Pizza Hut is bringing back their stuffed crust pizza with a wings bundle. That's exciting.
Oh, wow. Stuffed crust pizza. So the stuffing is in the edges of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have that, and then you bite into the crust. It's got in there. They used I don't think they were the first ones to come out with it, but they had a big push a few years ago. Stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah, I remember.
And,
Yep.
So they've got a new deal. Actually, only $19 too, or $20. But it comes with a 1 topping large pie and 16 breaded boneless wings.
Not bad.
That's not a bad deal.
I can't remember where I heard this. I was listening this morning and I heard it. Some city has a pizza place and they don't like pineapples on pizza.
Right.
So they're not saying you can't buy one from them, but if you do, you have to pay a hefty price to get it. So that price is like $125 to get the pineapple on the pizza.
Okay.
Every other pizza, normal price. But if you come in here and you want a pineapple on that pizza, they're charging you for it.
See, I'd want to walk in there and just make the point. Go, you know what? I'll pay that ridiculous price. And I don't even like pineapple. Well, at least not on my pizza. You like pineapple on pizza, right?
You know, I've had it, but it's not like saying, oh man, I gotta have it. No.
Yeah.
No, my favorites are like pepperoni, ground beef, stuff like that. Sausage. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't do sausage. I put ham, like half of the Hawaiian, because it's a Hawaiian is the ham and pineapple. But I'll do ham. But I do not like pineapple on my pie at all. But all right, well there you go.
More like a mozzarella. I like the extra cheese. I know it's not good for you, but dang it.
It's good. It's a good source of calcium, protein,
and fat.
Well, it's sometimes good fat, and it tends to bind you up too.
And here's an interesting find from one of our morning show producers, Austin. It's called brush-tailed betong. It's a species that was once on the brink of extinction. The tiny kangaroo-like marsupial was isolated to just a few islands around Australia due to habitat loss and an increase in predators. But thanks to conservation efforts, including predator-free sanctuaries, their population is now on the rise, with scientists saying the reintroduction program is exceeding expectations.
Oh, he's so cute. He's like a little mini kangaroo.
Yeah, one you could put in your backyard.
Yeah. Give him some boxing gloves. Put him in your backyard. We got to talk to Janelle Green from 9 Round about that. What if she introduced kangaroos into the boxing program? I just came up with it, Curtis.
I see.
I just came up with it.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna ask her the very question in about 10 minutes because how fun would that be? Go to 9 Round. You go ahead and just do some kickboxing with a kangaroo.
Yeah. Local dentists will have lots of new customers.
See? Sponsored by Know Your Teeth Dentistry. Boxing with a kangaroo, though. Curtis, why do boxers, like touch their nose? You ever notice that? Like,
oh, yeah.
Is that I don't know. Why is that a thing?
I think it's just for the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I that was an honest question. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
There's like.
Why do they beat themselves up before they punch the guy? You know how they beat them in?
Yeah, well, that's a good question, too. I'm kicking my butt! Only he didn't say that. He said something else. And we're going to find out from Janelle Green if we can start boxing kangaroos at 9 Round. We're going to talk about that on the way. So kangaroos, where are we at with the whole kangaroo conversation?
The rule of thumb is to always pick on someone your own size, right? Mm-hmm. So don't use the little guys.
Okay.
The ones that are coming back, right?
Okay.
So use the bigger ones. But then they're picking on someone smaller than them, so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, it's not really a fair fight.
Well, there it is. Okay, Kangaroo Talk with Janelle Green.
All right, got to catch him at noon. Then you got the 5, 6, and 11. We'll be back here to do it up for Thursday.
Well, be good to each other, guys.